So Elijah Davis
Yeah.
and Ant-Man.
No, I'm being Anthony Opher.
So, alright, so I'm Elijah Davis. And who are you today?
I'm going to be Anthony Opher, and then I think you should introduce the show.
Okay.
I honestly feel like, we obviously conceptualized it, but I feel like this is your baby, kind of.
Kinda? It's not kind of your idea. But I'll introduce it.
But,
Alright, for the record,
I'm the troublemaker.
I'm Elijah. I'm Ant. I'm Lodge. I'm Lodge man.
He said, come on. You should introduce yourself. I introduce myself. And this is Nostalgia.
Then I
didn't hit record yet.
Oh. This is Elijah Davis.
This is Anthony Opher.
And this is the inaugural.
The inaugural.
The first.
The very first.
Put up 2 fingers.
Terrible.
Episode.
Already bloopers. 2 fingers. First episode, 2 fingers.
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
Let's go. Alright, so we want to start off. So
we'll edit all around this.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
This is why we needed to know this beforehand.
It's gonna be so edited. Like when you see it, it's gonna be like fucking hilarious. So, what the fuck? So, who came up with the idea of this? I think it was you.
Was it?
I think it was you.
We were bonding as we do over a bunch of old cartoons and theme songs and stuff. And I'm trying to remember how we decided to do this.
I remember exactly. So it was literally the one time a year your ass got on Facebook. And I was going, you were on Facebook this one time and you were like, I was seeing you liking all the comments. And I'm like, what the fuck is Ant on Facebook? And it happened to be the one
uncharted territory.
Yeah,
dog.
I'm like, why is he here? It was like a nomad with like a cloak on or something like that. Was that Ant in my comments? Dude. But I was going to war with everybody because I was saying that Vegeta.
Yeah, okay, now I know where we're going.
I said Goku loses just as much as Vegeta, but he strolls on people and they give him help.
They do.
And that's why Vegeta is a better character than Goku because he fights one-on-one and Goku gets his whole squad to jump in. Like literally somebody said, it was Reef. Reef said, when your finishing move is you asking for help from the whole universe to drop a bomb on somebody, you clearly have been getting washed.
And this episode is not about Dragon Ball.
But this is where it started. We're going to do that one later. But I want somebody else on here.
That should have been the first one. The way we talk about it.
But yeah, that was the first. And I think you said like, yo, we probably should like capitalize off of like all of this, like, because I think at our age group, this is probably the first time we've been able to really feel what nostalgia is like.
Oh, for sure.
Because like before, when you're 14, like you were like teenagers, early 20s, it's not that much stuff you can sit there and say, damn, I miss those times or this or that.
Well, plus it's trendy.
Yeah,
nostalgia's trendy.
Yeah,
every time nostalgia comes up, it's trendy. Like even when we were kids, nostalgia for like 70s, 80s was trendy to have.
Yeah, but I know. I don't know how we. You showed me a trailer for what was the game? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The new one?
Yeah, what's it called?
Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah, so
crazy. Can't wait.
When you talk about nostalgia, I seen a trailer.
Like Turtles in Time.
Yeah, it's like Turtles in Time from the SNES console.
Yeah,
and I'm like, bro, that's nostalgia. Like that.
Hell yeah, they're banking off of it.
They're doing a side scrolling game. So what? Like. I don't know who's like the bad guy in this fight. I'm guessing it's Shredder's Revenge.
It's the title,
Shredder. Yeah. But is it gonna be like all the other ones, like his underbosses, like how Turtles in Time was?
It would have to be if you're going through all the levels. There's a boss at the end of every board.
Was Shredder in Turtles in Time?
Yeah, Super Shredder was the boss.
The last one.
You fought him twice.
So
you had to throw the guys into the screen.
I remember that, and he was like, wasn't he like in like a ship or something, like a little like a jetpack?
Then you blow up the ship with the character, and he jumps up like. Then he banishes you back in time.
I don't remember the last level because I never got past bury my bones at Wounded Knee.
Oh, so you was trash.
I was garbage. And I'm like, you couldn't, if it was a game where you couldn't, no pun intended, save before quitting, like you,
Before Quitting every Thursday on your podcast platform.
It's a dope show. Please check it out. But I always give the littest questions.
He does.
If you couldn't save Before Quitting, I'm like, yo, I'm going to die and I'm going to stay dead. Like I never
stay dead.
I never beat the Power Rangers game.
Which one?
No, wait, did I beat Power Rangers? The one on SNES. The one
the side-scrolling one?
Yeah, the one if you stop playing, Zach will start breakdancing.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, God.
We gonna get into that shit. Like, once we do the Power Rangers episode, we get into that dumb shit.
Yo, Zach will breakdance for... Yo,
I don't care, yo. There had to be like directors on the side, like, hey kid, we want you to break dance the whole episode. You people like that, right?
You people like dancing, right? Like, so your Megazord's gonna be a fried chicken. Like, bro, I'm surprised they didn't tell you you're gonna drive a chicken into bed.
Watermelon powers.
Yo, like that.
Mastodon dinosaur power. Let's get him.
They might as well have made him say, like, when he started dancing, like, hip hop,
hip hop hooray,
yeah. Oh, Power Rangers, we killing Power Rangers,
bro. I'm sitting looking like, Zach, I want to like you, but first of all, your hairline is distracting. Like Zach's hairline was like just horrendous.
Yeah, that shit was like an upside down moon. It was a Negaverse moon from some Sailor Moon and shit.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Yo, they cut that man's head with an axe.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Oh, man.
Yo, but yeah. So the Turtles game, that was like a nostalgia trip, and I know we've been on like for whatever reason, randomly, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like kick lately. Mm-hmm. I want to start with the first movie. Yeah, I think the first movie is the one that's probably...
The good one. The best one.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. You can maybe me all you want.
Maybe.
That's cool.
So, no, because I was going back and I was sitting there... I was because I wanted to debate. I was trying to hate it. And I'm sitting there looking like... It's cheesy, but it's like a good, wholesome 90s cheesy. It's like, bro, like... It's,
You're still talking about the first one,
The
right?
first one, yeah.
Right.
Like the way... The Turtles...
The first one is the least cheesiest one, though.
It is. Like, it's that... I mean, they say damn.
Exactly.
Damn! Ninja kicked the damn rabbit!
Damn!
Like...
Shit was gritty as shit. Leonardo was, like, clinically depressed in that show.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that the one he was... Oh, no, Raph was in the tub.
Raph was the one that was like...
Unconscious for 8,000 days in the tub?
I know he showed up and Splinter was missing and this motherfucker screamed so loud they heard him in Brooklyn. He was like, they panned around him. He was like, I don't know why some dude was walking like yelling at his son. I'm not even going to call cops for that.
He yelled like on Def Jam Vendetta for PlayStation 2 when they get their blazing all the way up. When they be like, oh.
Except for Ludacris, his joke was like, oh.
Yeah. I just remember the one was like, oh.
Nah, yo, I was so the movie's good. Like TMNT one is definitely, you can say it's a classic. It holds up very well, which a lot of films from that time don't. There were certain scenes in there that I'm just cracking up at. I'm like, they ordered a pizza. I don't know what phone they had in the subway. They ordered a pizza, and the pizza delivery guy, he just goes to, I guess they gave him an address of where the sewer entrance was at. Yeah. And he's just standing there like, well, there's no building. And they're like, hey, down here. And they're like,
he sticks the money.
Yeah, he sticks the money through the sewer. And he takes the money from the sewer. And then he just put the pizza in the sewer.
Like a box through a grate.
Whole box through a sewer grate. But then he burned it. He was like, wait a minute, there's like 15. He says, you were 2 minutes late. Like, you cheap bastard.
Wise man once said, don't play full price for late pizza.
Yeah.
I think that's what the line was.
Wise man say, forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
My thing is this: the turtles eat a lot of pizza. So, like, is that the first time they had to do that? Like, how else would they get their pizza?
I feel like they're not going in the store.
And unless they wear them nasty like human jacket. He had the jacket with the hat, Raphael.
So that was another issue I had. I'm like, bro,
you're clearly a turtle.
Like, you're clearly a turtle, and that's clearly fucking horrifying to an average. I don't want to hear that it's New York. They've seen it all. Yeah. Like, bro, that is a walking, at least bare minimum 5'9" turtle,
right?
With a hat on and a trench coat, and he's probably butt naked underneath it, which he kind of was.
Aren't they all butt naked technically all the time?
Yeah, they're always naked.
They some freaks. They naked with bandanas and belts.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut.
We're still on the scene that got me. So the first movie starts off, and it's like a whole bunch. It's like a newscast going off, telling you what's going on in the city. And they're showing all these kids like pickpocketing.
Yeah.
And it's saying like, I don't know if it's said in the paper, the Foot Clan or whatever, but it does allude to like an underworld organization that's taking over New York City, which clearly is a big deal. And then while this is all going on, Raphael is like being, I guess, antisocial. He's going out by himself. He goes into like Central Park at night, where I think he's like racially profiled by Casey, who says like, "Hey, you're a criminal" or something. Casey attacks him.
Don't take much.
Casey attacks him.
You're a criminal.
Yeah, he just rolled up on him with a ski mask on and baseball bats.
Yo, to be fair, in that scenario, I'd be more scared of Casey
than the turtle.
Because the turtle, I'd be like, I honestly would kind of be like, this is New York. You could be coming from Times Square or some shit.
Yeah, you
with
like
a costume.
A bat mitzvah or something.
If I see this long haired dude with the mask and the fucking height, and ain't no ice around here.
Walking around in Central Park.
Yeah, like, nah, fam.
And then I'm sitting there like, Casey, no. Like, that's very creepy.
Very.
That's criminal-esque, if that's a word.
It is now.
And then I'm like, I'm trying to put this together. I'm like, why have you not been shot and killed yet, Casey? I'm like, this is 1990, New York. This is like John Gotti Gambino crime family.
It is.
Paid in full, money-making Mitch, Rich Porter, Alpo Martinez infested Harlem. Like, what part of New York City are you?
Imagine if the Turtles had to have a confrontation with the people from Paid in Full.
Like, yo, like Raph's like, hey, what are you doing over here? You see, like, camera, like, what the fuck is this? Like, he starts shooting at
niggas die every day,
B. Turtles die every day, B. Oh, I hate being a turtle.
Right. Whoa, cow.
He's getting lit up by Cameron and Harlem. Like, bro.
Cameron versus Michelangelo.
Like, dude, and I'm not trying, but these turtles are fighting ninjas in New York City in 1990. And the only thing I'm thinking of is like, yo, where is Cameron? And like Mekhi Phifer, like, at least John Gotti.
Where is Cameron?
Where is Cameron? Like, this turtle's gonna be beat.
Face ass nigga right here, B. Slap the shit out you, B.
Hold on, Rico.
What the fuck is this?
Hold on one motherfucking second, man. Right here.
What's poppin', Kermit? Yo, hey, niggas get shot every day, B.
All I know is, what year did this movie come out? Remember the first one?
I think it came out in 1990 or 91.
There should have been so much hip hop playing in the background. I mean, all right, we're obviously being hyperbolic, but like
a time chamber.
Dragon Ball Z episode coming soon. But this is like the Turtles New York. They probably based it off of the the cartoon version of their New York. But it was the first one was so gritty that I expected to hear like somebody banging like some Nas and them driving by and shit. Like, that'd have been crazy. If you had the Turtles in their lair, they got headphones
on. Like, Leonardo, what is that? Da 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 da. It ain't hard to tell. I excel. Like, Leo, take that shit off, bro. But yeah, it wasn't no hip hop really in it.
You ain't hip hop, Splinter.
Was there any black people in this New York?
Wasn't somebody at April's job black? Or am I remembering this incorrectly?
I don't know, because all I'm thinking of is the guy that worked at the Daily Bugle with Peter Parker.
All right, you're thinking of a completely different franchise. But nah, you thinking of I need pictures of Spider-Man.
The
Not him. Not him.
Okay.
Jameson.
No, it was a black dude named Harry or something that was like nice to Peter. He was like the friendly Negro, I guess. Like he'd be like, he was so like, oh, it's okay, Peter. John Jonah Jameson's just a white man or some shit like that.
All right, you find that episode of Spider-Man and you show me what episode that was, because everyone needs to see that.
I'm gonna find that. Joe.
What? Peter?
Peter, like P-E-T-A.
Peter?
No, Turtles 1 was grittier. The plot was simple enough. I like also that they didn't do what Batman does every time, which is just keep on going in assuming you don't know the story, and they clock you over the head with the whole origin.
Yeah.
They really didn't do that in the first Turtles. What they did was they just showed them to you in the beginning, and you got the turtle. They're like, we know what you're here for. But then they did give you like a backstory. Go back and watch this backstory of how they found the ooze and how.
Oh man,
bro,
pizza,
dude, this scene is
the little turtles.
Yes, and that this scene is so horrible that it's like I'm watching and I'm like, did y'all do that on purpose? Because I can't tell if that's like the best y'all could do with what y'all had, but at the same time I'm like, I don't want to hear that. Like literally Jurassic Park came out like 4 years after this shit. Y'all should have like,
yeah.
I think Splinter looked like a Resident Evil Parasite Eve rat.
Splinter looked like he was just never dry. He just like this wet, disgusting rat. I'm like, yo, are you just sleeping in like sewer water? Like, you never like
sleeping in sewage and ooze and shit.
Yeah, he just wakes up like turtles. Like, come on, fam.
How did Splinter get to America? Did they ever explain that? I feel like they did.
I feel like they did when they did the backstory of when he was
getting his master got killed by Shredder or whatever.
Then he saw the rat jump up and scratch.
Yo, bro, that's the part from that flashback when that rat jumped up and started mauling
Shredder. Or Hiroju, what's his name?
What's his name? So, I forget.
I don't remember. Or was that his name? I don't remember. Fuck it.
No, I think it was I think was that the first time they gave a backstory for Shredder? Did the comic book ever give him one?
I don't know.
Cause I think the comic book was kind of dark, wasn't it, when it first came out, or like violent?
Yeah, the comics. The first movie was the most closely based on the comics.
Okay.
Because the comics, they were like, turtles were fucking killers.
Okay.
Like it was no holds barred.
So they were like actually rumbling, like it wasn't just jokes and pizza.
And they had they didn't have different colors. They were all red bandanas.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So they just added the colors in the cartoon?
They dumbed it down for the cartoon so that it would appeal to kids. So that it would sell more and they could merchandise it and all that stuff.
Because in the 80s and that era, whatever, they just wanted to sell toys a lot because of the G.I. Joe and everything.
G.I. Joe, Transformers, Ninja Turtles, it was all to sell toys.
And that theme song helped too. That theme song is lit.
Yo, that's top 5 cartoon theme songs?
Might be top 3, maybe. That's like an iconic theme song. To me, that's up there. DuckTales. Woo, that's
number
up there.
1.
That's like, yo, DuckTales.
I don't give a fuck. I will take that to my grave. That DuckTales is the number 1 theme song of all time. Out of any type of show, any sitcom, cartoon, movie, that is the best.
Even albums.
Albums. It's the best intro
He started
ever.
going full Kanye. It is the number 1 most impactful song. IKEA, Disney. Did they say IKEA? Walt Disney.
Wait. Why would Kanye say IKEA?
IKEA, Disney. Now who wants to be the Medici? Google, Roblox. Now who wants to be the Medici family and let me create more?
Somebody should have called in like, you lost me at Medici.
Like, you lost me at Medici. Yeah, I had to Google.
It's hard to stick with one subject because Turtles this era leads into so much.
Yeah.
So many shows.
Yeah, it leads into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
We didn't even get to 2 yet. All right, let's finish 1. It ends It's gritty. They beat up Raph. They gotta rescue him. He's knocked out in a tub. Leo gets all depressed waiting for him. April draws a strikingly great picture of Leonardo sad in a chair.
These are good.
Thanks.
Then the Foot Clan invades. They gotta go hide out, and they fighting in the tall grass, being ninjas. Then they come back. They fight Shredder on a roof.
Yeah, they got washed by Shredder on the roof.
And then wet, dirty ass Splinter just flips Shredder off the roof like it's nothing. Shredder falls into the...
He flipped him off with nunchucks, didn't he?
Shredder falls into the garbage truck, and Casey Jones him in the garbage truck.
Casey Jones, literally, they even said, like, we just want to defeat Shredder. Casey Jones said, boop, I'm murdering him. Like, he compacted this man.
Now, there was a lot of fighting going on with the Turtles. Even the Turtles got their asses whooped by Shredder. But there was actually fighting happening. I just think that every time Shredder loses, and we'll get to this in Turtles too, it's anticlimactic.
It's very anticlimactic.
There's no, like, full-on, like, I wanted it, like, there to be just this one-on-one. Like, everybody's down. Maybe Leonardo gets up, and there's just a full-on fight.
Like an actual crazy fight scene. Then it goes off with Splinter's joke.
Cowabunga.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Turtle power. T-A-R-L-E power. Teenage Mutant Ninja.
Michael Jai White was in one scene. Nobody knew that was him because it was like he didn't do Spawn yet. Because
he's in the scene like, I'll be Spawn.
Yeah, because Michael Jai White was just Spawn for like a long time. And then it was like, okay, I guess we'll call you.
He was Spawn, and he was in like a little lesser known like HBO movies.
Yeah, Mike Tyson. He was Mike Tyson in that HBO movie.
He was.
And I think Mike Tyson said he didn't like that movie or something. But he was Mike Tyson.
I like that movie.
I ain't like that movie. It's not really Tyson. I'm Tyson. Damn it.
Fuck is Michael J. White. Mike Tyson.
Nigga say, how long? And what he say to the deaf nigga? Nigga say, oh, yes, sir, massa.
But I think the film was garbage. You know?
But that's the one where we got not Bebop and Rocksteady.
Toka and Razor. This is where we're on 2 now.
Yeah, we're on 2.
Right.
So it was who, Tekar and Razor?
Toka and Razor.
Was there a reason as to why they weren't Bebop and Rocksteady?
So pretty much they were created for the cartoon and not by the original creators. And it was like a rights situation.
So they couldn't get the rights. So they made likenesses of them. Kinda. So are the ones we get in the movie, are they supposed to be like, we planned on getting Bebop and Rocksteady, but we can't, so we're going to be like...
Yeah, so we give you these 2 guys.
I feel like that's real, like, sometimes you just gotta not do it at all.
Yeah, because honestly, I remember when they revealed, the way they revealed Toka and Razor, I remember being a kid and being like, those aren't the 2 I was waiting for.
Yeah.
Because at this point, even past the first movie, Turtles had hit such a high based off the cartoons and the video games that it's like, why y'all should have fought harder or at least pay them out, like,
instead of giving us a watered down version of what we were expecting to see. Because that's like, first of all, when I was a kid, I got older, I'm like, wait a minute, this is not Bebop and Rocksteady. Right. And then I started to I got madder the older I got over not getting Bebop and Rocksteady.
I think that was corny. Because like you said, I'd rather them just give us nothing then. And they should have, because you don't see Toka and Razor in anything else besides Turtles in Time, the game.
That was them, wasn't it?
Toka and Razor and Bebop and Rocksteady are in the game.
Okay, so they kept all of them for that one.
But it's like, after that though, and they only probably did that because came out so close to the movie. So my thing is like, if you weren't ever going to utilize these characters again, then you shouldn't have given them us at all.
Come forth. Yes, come forward. Attack me if you will. When it is over, you will call me master. Mama?
The thing I remember the most, because it's my favorite scene in the movie, is when he's like, yes, come forward, strike me down if you must, but by the end you will call me master. And you're like, ma. Mama. But it's
So cheesy.
It's so cheesy, but then he goes, they're babies. Go watch that scene again. It wasn't the fact of what was being said. He busts through the door to go argue with the doctor. Shredder walks through this door face first, bro. It's just a door. It's like, and I'm like, bro, Shredder just walked through that door face first. He just opened that door with his fucking face.
He clearly survived being crushed in a trash truck from Turtles 1, which they didn't address. Like, he's just chilling in Turtles 2.
He just comes back. And that's another thing, like, these fight scenes are so anticlimactic with Shredder. And then he just comes back like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like how it is in the cartoons, almost. Like, yo, but it's not the goddamn cartoon anymore. They didn't even have their weapons in that one.
They had their weapons, but Turtles 2 was so obviously watered down because they wanted to appeal to more kids. And number 1 was so gritty. They was like, all right, let's make this one lighthearted.
Yeah.
And they were like a little bit more jokey, cheesy. When they fought people, they used like whatever was around
like
them.
A salami or something.
Yeah,
or
they
like
was in the toy store and he hit them with like yo-yos. like, and then, because even when everything was just super cheesed up, like even when they were about to fight Toka and Razor and they happened to fall into this Vanilla Ice concert, all of a sudden it's not a fight and they're just dancing on stage.
Like, bro, like, let's fight, but wait. I heard Vanilla Ice is in town. You want to go check out his show? We got tickets. If you guys want to roll with us, like, yo, yeah, let's go, go Ninja, go there. Like,
my thing is this: if they didn't know, if Vanilla Ice and the crew and audience didn't know that how could they have known that the Turtles were gonna fall in there? So how did they already have this Go Ninja song?
That's the thing.
Written, dance moves, and everything.
Vanilla Ice is the illest freestyle rapper that ever.
Yo. Like you about to say, clearly Vanilla Ice, that's the greatest freestyle of all time.
He had no idea, unless he coincidentally got inspired by like watching a ninja kung fu movie and then these Ninja Turtles.
But he wasn't rapping about Ninja Turtles?
That boy's gifted.
Alright, so they bust through the Vanilla Ice concert. Vanilla Ice gives the greatest freestyle of all time based on the Ninja Turtles.
Facts.
And then, they go to the docks, and then the ooze falls into Shredder's hand somehow. There's a bunch of details in there I'm skipping. Because they go through the whole, like, lab, scientist, ooze thing.
It's some shit in there. It's a whole scientist is, like, trying to, sell the ooze on the black market or something.
Some shit.
And then you get Super Saiyan Shredder.
Right.
He turns into Broly.
And we can talk about it like this because this is Brustalgia. This ain't, if you want, like, some super in-depth analysis, you're on YouTube. You can find that.
Yeah, you can find all of that.
But we don't give it to you our way.
We're having a nostalgia trip, so...
You're just in for the ride. So Shredder gets the ooze somehow, then he becomes Super Shredder, and then
this is where it gets wacky.
Then a fucking dock collapses on him and he dies. There's no fight.
He collapses the dock on himself. He just starts, and then the dock just falls. Then they tell him like, hey, stop, you're going to collapse it or something like that. He's just
like, it's collapsing.
He just started literally raging. Like, I've never seen Shredder do that. It's like they said, we got to find a way to wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
And Shredder's still alive. Get him out of here.
But once again, we did not get the 1-on-1 showdown or the 4-on-1 showdown. That would have been dope. 4 of them against Super Shredder would have been crazy.
Super Shredder.
Like you do in Turtles in Time, the game, at the end where you fight Super Shredder. But he's Super Shredder. Like he's big. He's a mutated. He's a superhuman.
He's a mutant super ninja samurai criminal.
But wood falls on him and he dies. There's no fight. There's nothing.
What is there to hate about TMNT 3?
All of it. All of it.
Like,
all of it. That entire movie is garbage.
It's so much.
It shouldn't have been made.
It's not that bad.
Elvis Presley in Blue Hawaii.
Oh, don't these things ever run out of gas? Help, I'm a turtle and I can't get up.
It's that bad, but it's a good guilty pleasure.
That shit is garbage. I haven't seen Turtles 3 since I saw it in the movie theater as a kid.
You're not missing much.
I know. Because even as an 8-year-old, I was like, nah, this ain't it, Chief.
Yo, it wasn't. It has its moments.
Did you look at the turtles? You don't even gotta watch the movie. Just look at how the turtles look.
So the turtle, I didn't know this. So when I went back to watch all of them, the first thing I noticed was when the turtles showed up abruptly. He just came on the screen out of nowhere, just dancing and doing kung fu.
No, I remember what I do remember. The intro is just a Japanese samurai movie.
Yeah.
Before you even see the turtles, like, why do I want to see these people fight? I want to see the turtles.
It was literally a whole backstory that nobody asked for. It wasn't attached to any of the turtles. It was more Japanese romance, feudal Japan shit than it was turtles, to be honest. It was a lot of scenes with no turtles at all. They had the one guy, looked like he was like from some 80s rock band. He was like wearing the top hat, folded to the side, the old Japanese guy. But the turtles did look worse than everything else I've ever seen in my life, except for that flashback scene in the first one. That was horrible. But that was the first time, I think, where they didn't get Jim Henson puppets to do the turtles.
Who the fuck did they go to?
Kids.
They couldn't get Jim Henson, so they had to get, like, whoever the puppet person was for, like, Eureka's Castle or old school Nick Jr. Like, that's who they got.
They got, like, the Eureka's Castle. They look like a Laker's window.
Oh, shit.
They look like a Laker's window. What was the song?
Each day we're finding something new, and you're inviting us to
Me, Allegra.
Even here, you find me.
Turtles were literally like bastard children of like Magellan from Eureka's Castle and Allegra from Allegra's window. That's what they look like. And Splinter.
First of all, Splinter, they kept showing him from the waist up as if he was like at a drive-through window. Like they you could tell like they didn't complete Splinter from here down.
Like if they showed the rest of him, it'd be like just a regular bull or something.
It'd be nightmare fuel.
It'd
He
be
would
like
just be
metal
some
legs.
deformed robot at the bottom.
Metal legs, like a little rat tail hanging from it.
Yeah, and he would just pull up to like a conveniently placed window in the turtle lair. Be like, what's going on, turtles? Like, my sons.
He'd be like,
you should
turtles, but you like extra barbecue sauce with your...
Turtles, the ice cream machine is broken.
He's like, turtles, I'm ready to take your Mick order. They're like, thank you. My pleasure.
Just like Elvis in Blue Hawaii.
So let's start with the plot. So we did.
Yeah, you gotta refresh me on the plot.
We did the characters, the costume designs or whatever. The turtles look horrible,
Terrible.
and
They got liver spots.
they got liver spots. I think they lost
They have
weight.
liver spots on like their inner thighs. This shit is
It's
weird
like
to look
inside
at.
their thighs, they have liver spots, and then like on their heads.
Their teeth aren't connected to their gums apparently.
Yo, their gums and lips just flap like Jesus. Like I don't even know what.
They
but
flap like Jesus.
They flap like Jesus. Then, so the plot is, Jesus. There's feudal Japan.
Man, Jesus is all over this.
Yeah, he is. He was not a part of making this movie, unfortunately. So it starts off with they're like in feudal Japan. I guess like their prince or whatever. He gets transported because April comes to their compound and brings gifts, and she brings a
The
gift.
Turtles compound.
Yeah. She bought them these gifts. She paid money for these things. And as she goes to give Splinter his gift last, and she exclaims, I don't know what this is, but you bought it. You went to a store and bought it, but you don't know what it is. She says, I think it's in Japanese. So she's trying to like dust it off. At the same time, this guy back in like 1603 or 07 is dusting his off or something. And then they trade places. So now she's in Japan. This guy is in New York City. He sees the turtles. he freaks out.
And then, let me stop you there. I do remember, so then Donatello realizes that the only way to switch places, you have to be the same weight. To which then I was like, so this Japanese, clearly like warrior, weighs the same
As April.
as small April O'Neil, the
journalist, photographer lady.
This skinny white lady.
The problem is, that switch will only work under one condition. You know what that is?
The magic travelers each have the same weight.
Gee, you guys do have a good educational system, huh?
But then it gets even worse because then I think the 4 turtles decide they gotta go, I guess, save April. At the same time, the 4 guys in Japan realize they gotta go find Kenshin is his name, I guess. So then they all swap. So now, first of all, Splinter is babysitting all of these like feudal Japanese
He's
warriors.
stuck in that window.
He's stuck in that window. He can't leave. He ain't got no legs.
Would you guys like fries?
He's just sitting there taking all their like, their orders. Like, would you guys like to find out what McNuggets are? And so fast forward, it's also the bad guys is not Shredder. It's, I guess, the Japanese emperor and this white man who's there with these other British white dudes. And
the classic Turtles villains.
Yeah. That guy on the horse, they sell slaves. Like, it's not implied. I'm like, bro, you clearly, if we go back to your boat, there's a shop of horrors underneath that thing.
I don't want to know. Them turtles really got shot.
They would have got shot, yeah. But,
series, a cartoon. No one ever tried to shoot the turtles?
So ironically, in this movie, somebody does try to shoot the turtles. And
Oh boy, do I love being a turtle.
Oh, yes, that's very clever.
he aims, albeit with like a musket-like gun, and he fires. And at that moment, the turtle, I don't know if it was Leo or Donnie or what, he sinks his entire body into his shell.
That's right.
And then he slowly comes up and utters the classic line, I love being a turtle, which I love. This is my favorite scene.
Oh, yes, that's very clever. Oh, yes, very clever.
You missed me.
There's really not much to this movie once they go back in time. It's just them fighting feudal Japanese people trying to get back home. There's a little boy named Yoshi, I think. Yoshi! And it's not the good Yoshi. It's just this kid. I think his mom is dating the dude Kenshin, who's now in New York trying to get back. The song Tarzan Boy plays at some point, which is the greatest part, I guess, of the movie, maybe. April has a Walkman and it plays, and then
they destroy.
The batteries come out, it still plays for a little bit. Then they
like no one would notice that.
Then they go to a village, and that's, I think they find out Mikey is at this village, and they're trying to save him. So they show up, but at the same time, the guy on the horse shows up, whatever his name is.
Guy on horse,
who looks kind of like the guy from Jurassic Park, the first one, the clever girl guy. Clever girl. So Clever Girl shows up. And he sees, they're telling him like, yeah, it's a turtle demon thing. He's like, no, it's just his mask. And then he sees Mikey, and Mikey sees him, and they've never seen each other before. And it's this weird, like, almost sexual, romantic stare-off they do. It's like Mikey and Clever Girl are, like, staring at each other. And it's, like, almost like it to be, like, love music playing. Like, I don't understand why this scene was this way. They stare at each other for an extremely...
way too uncomfortable amount of time.
Yeah, while he's on his horse. And Mikey's just like, oh, dude, clever girl. And
Clever girl.
They fight. They save him. Flash forward, it's towards the end of the movie now. Something happens. They're all fighting now. Clever Girl is trying to escape, but he forgets his bird.
Why would you go back for that?
So he goes back for his bird, which makes no sense because he's rappelling off the side of a building. And right. I would assume that holding a bird would kind of hinder that.
Yo, man.
They shoot a rocket at him, and he flies into the ocean and then like dissolves into the water with some horrible CGI. And this movie is not that bad.
From what you just told me, that movie is terrible.
It sounds worse now, doesn't it?
Yeah, you didn't make a good point of it being not that bad. That movie sounds that bad. It should have been called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 That Bad. That should be the subtitle. You shouldn't have went to Japan. Y'all should have went to like Dimension X where the Technodrome is. Like that would have been crazy.
That's what I wanted!
Boy, do I love being a turtle.
Wasn't there a point where a crying Japanese child was hugging Raphael?
Yeah. Remember that scene? That was a creepy fucking scene.
I don't know. I just remember him being interacting with some kid.
That child was so little, and that turtle was gigantic. He's like, oh, clever girl can't hurt you anymore. And then,
I'm the tough one.
Yeah, I'm the tough. Do you think TMNT 3 is one of the worst movie adaptations of a comic / game?
Oh, hell yeah.
Cartoon? You think? Where's it rank? There's a lot of ones out there that are bad.
It's Wet Willie time, Mo.
Just like Elvis in Blue Hawaii.
Wet Willie.
Elvis Presley in Blue Hawaii.
This is pretty bad.
Right.
Because at least if there's a bad comic book movie, it at least has elements from the comic in it,
right,
that you recognize.
That are redeeming qualities.
This just didn't do shit for. It didn't take anything from the comic, the show. It was just the Turtles. April just. It was the laziest intro to apply. Like April's just like, I bought this thing from a flea market.
I bought this thing for you, Splinter.
I don't know what it is. Oh no! I'm going back in time, and that's how the plot starts.
And nobody notices this woman is screaming for help, and there's lightning and wind blowing.
Yeah, no one goes to save her.
Johnny's just literally like, oh, and they're like, oh, bro, dude, and Splinter's like, who's that? Is there an order up?
Yeah, right.
And then he's just
pull around. Exact change, please. It was lazy. Super. The Turtles are, and you don't get to see the Turtles in New York at all. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You don't see a city.
You don't see a city. You see turtles, and they're horrible. They have liver spots. They're
malnourished.
They look like baby boomers, like old ass, born in 1940s or something. They look like they look like old men.
Their dentures are falling out. You had to get like, I don't know how you liked it. You had to get like your first kiss during this movie or some shit. Like, you gotta have some kind of other attachment to it. I feel like they didn't want to do this movie, but they had like leftover sets from a samurai movie they didn't finish. So they just threw turtles in it.
They were probably like trying to make a video game movie for something else. And they were like, let's make turtles. Like,
we were gonna make Ninja Gaiden, but no one plays that, so here's turtles.
Like, this was all like sets from Mortal Kombat, but just give it to Ninja Turtles.
I want to know how that boardroom meeting went. Like, I feel like someone had to go in there and was like, Turtles 3, all right, they finally go to the Technodrome. Krang shows up. Bebop and Rocksteady shows up. It's the ultimate ending of the trilogy. And the guy pushes back like, we could do that. Or, to save money, we do none of it. And use leftover Japan sets from this movie. And, just shoehorn turtles in there. I don't know. April finds a time-traveling device randomly at a flea market, and then etc.
And then we'll have Casey's ancestor in a cage.
And then Casey just shows up in this movie. He just walks into the lair.
After April's gone.
Michael is like, look who I found. I'm like, what's up, guys? I'm like, where? What? He wasn't even in the second one. Where did they find him?
Why do I like this movie?
I don't know.
What is there to love?
Boy, do I love being a turtle.
Oh, yes, that's very clever.
Clever girl.
You want to know some ironic shit? Turtles 3, they went back in time.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had the game Turtles in Time.
But they never went to Japan.
Turtles 3 took place in the whole movie was in feudal Japan. Not once in Turtles in Time did they go to feudal Japan.
They went to what? The West?
They went to the West. They went to the prehistoric era. They went to the future.
They went to the future.
Where else they go?
Skull and Crossbones.
Turtles in Time, the game should have been Turtles in Time, the movie. That
would have been a better premise.
Because it starts off.
Yo, that would have been a perfect third movie.
Because these are all the villains. They would have fought Metalhead, went into the sewer, fought the Red King, fought Baxter
and
Stockman.
And it would have made sense.
They would have made it all the way to the Technodrome, and then Shredder would have sent them back in time.
Bro, that was
and
the movie.
And then they would have fought Super Shredder at the end.
That should have been the film.
Krang was in it. Bebop and Rocksteady.
And it started off with them in New York, and they're like, yo, we're just fighting crime as normal. But they didn't know, like, bro, like, we're going through time. They went in time, and then they had to go through different
eras.
Yeah, different eras, trying to figure out how to get back.
And they still could have made it like time, like had some things to do with time or ancestors, because they fought the Leatherhead, and they could have been like, this is his ancestor.
Right.
He had like a hat on and everything.
Bro, Turtles in Time, the
because
game.
you even go to the future and you fight Krang.
That's like almost everybody's favorite game too, by them, isn't it?
That's the best one.
That's the best.
Yep.
I mean, granted, they probably still would have had the jacked up turtle costumes, but you could have looked past that if the film was good.
Yeah,
you could have looked past that if the film was good. And I feel like with it being time travel, there would have been enough theatrics for you to not really care about the costumes being horrible, because they were horrible. Yeah. But yeah, yo, Turtles in Time, that was the movie.
That was the movie.
That's the first one?
Yeah, the end of the first one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
This soundtrack is lit.
You gotta dance like a fucking 90s bro, like.
Oh yeah. What up, the 90s face? The Zack, the Power Rangers come in. Hip hop! Hip hop!
Oh God! Oh man! Oh God!
Wait, what? Mastodon!
Oh man. So we talked about the Three Turtles.
The trilogy.
That game that's going to be lit.
The other games that were all lit back in the 90s. Just for, so we referenced them. That TMNT movie was dope. The 3D animated one?
Yeah, I like the first one. I didn't see the second one, but I like the first one.
No. Before those.
Oh,
the
yes.
3D, that one was fire.
The one when they were fighting the dude from Egypt or something like that.
Yo, and Leo and Raph had to face off and fought each other on the roof. That's probably the best fight in every sort of movie.
Finally let Raph and Leo rumble.
And I was so happy they did it.
Yeah. Because they never did it before in none of the movies. They always like
they always
let
just
go of my arm, Leo.
Yeah. Fine, we don't need ya. From the first one.
Go ahead. We don't need ya.
He said I was going to be a better leader. Whoever said I wanted to be led? I'm like, yo.
Turtles 1 was the truth. It had drama. It was gritty. It was dark.
TMNT, that anime, when I'm looking like, when they on that rooftop, I'm like.
I remember seeing that in the theater, like, oh, they really about to.
I said, yo, they're really about to do this. They are really about to let them rumble.
That was the truth.
Because he went out, because he was what, the Night Stalker or whatever?
I forgot what he was called.
The Night Stalker was that guy that killed people in California, I think. He was the Night Watcher or something.
That got dark. The Night Watcher.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't remember what it was.
But yeah, he was going out and Leo hunted him down and said, hey, yo, what have you been doing out here? And they just started air. You kind of felt that, like, even if you didn't have like a sibling rivalry or something with somebody, you always had that one friend or like that one cousin, like y'all was always like real close, but y'all would bump heads.
That's overlooked. That's one of the best turtle movies.
That's the one I showed my little sister to get her in the turtle. Was that one, and she fucking loved it.
I think for me, it's still the first one, and then that one.
I think it's that one. I think it's hands down.
Then I gotta watch the more recent ones. I think it's the first one, then that one, then 2, then these more recent 2 of them, then 3. 3 is dead last.
It is. I think it's 1. And then 1, and then TMNT is probably the smallest margin. It's definitely 1 is number 1. But TMNT is like, it's not way behind. It's like right after that.
Right.
I might want to say that the new reboot for me might be 3. The third best. I didn't see the second one, the sequel to it, but the new reboot with Megan Fox or whatever, that might be my third favorite. Because that one was actually really good.
Michael Bay loved putting Megan Fox next to fake characters.
And just over explosion. Like Raphael was gigantic in that movie, dude. Yeah. But the best scene was them in the elevator.
DJ Mikey.
MC Mike.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is like the first time in a while I've seen them act like teenagers, bro.
Well, I didn't mind those movies. I like those movies. Those movies are fun.
Yeah, I liked them. So. Damn, I really want to watch TMNT now. That animated one. When did that come out? Like 20...
Mid to late 2000s? Somewhere?
Yeah, it was like 2009 or something.
Something like that. Like somewhere between like 07 and 2010 in there somewhere.
Whatever. Wasn't there a girl turtle in like the show or something? The cartoon?
There was a live action show where her name was Venus.
Yes.
Because she's supposed to be like Venus de Milo or something like that.
God. Man. Turtles, bro.
Era, man.
The first episode was really about the goddamn Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Wait. I think we should do Dragon Ball soon. Dragon Ball Z or what? Or
I don't know, because we can really do off anything. We have enough material just in our heads for whatever.
What y'all want to see, huh? Y'all want to see Power Rangers? Y'all want to see... I don't know what y'all want to see. Like, y'all want to see... We could do...
This isn't out yet, and y'all don't even know we don't even know who we're talking to yet.
We're talking to somebody.
Yeah, somebody gonna hear it.
We do The Simpsons. That's a lot of content.
That's right.
Yo, Simpsons, bro. Yo, they got a whole I gotta find you the YouTube channel. Somebody does like these like really dark music videos to Simpsons, and it's like it's really good. I'm gonna find it for you. But you got anything else you want to say before we sign off for the inaugural Brostalgia?
Yeah, yo, Brostalgia. Thank you for joining us on Brostalgia.
Thank you for having us.
I mean, and all this nonsense.
We hope y'all enjoy it. I mean, we're really going to try to put our foot down with this one. Shout out to Adrian for lighting this room too, because she like did her production joint like crazy.
Hey, and just make sure y'all always remember that DuckTales is the greatest theme song of all time.
Yo, like, I cannot hear that now do woo.
Yeah, you can't top it. And so if you disagree, write us in and tell us how you're wrong.
Yeah,
and you know.
The DuckTales. I did a countdown on my Facebook back when Facebook was still popular, and that was my number one. Like I did 90s cartoon intros, and that was number one. Number two was I think Pokemon.
Oh my ass, that's up there.
But looking back, I want to redo it because Darkwing Duck was too low. He should have been higher. Tailspin didn't even make it, I don't think.
Tailspin's overrated. I like the best part of the Tailspin theme song is I don't even know what he's saying right there.
Oh, was it at the same thing too?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, that was Tailspin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tailspin.
Wasn't Baloo the pilot?
Yeah, Baloo was the pilot.
What was the concept? What was the fucking premise? Why was the Baloo the pilot?
I don't know, man. Him and these niggas was just flying around doing shit. I don't know.
Wasn't Shere Khan like Donald Trump or some shit?
He was the enemy. I don't remember. Like, I couldn't tell you no more.
Like, he was like walking around like a suit. He was orange.
I can tell you this. I remember that whole Disney afternoon. What was it? Tailspin, DuckTales, Darkwing Duck. There was another one. I remember Bonkers.
I never watched Bonkers.
I watched it here. I'm missing one though. Aladdin.
So wait, it was Tails. It was what? What was it?
Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, Bonkers, Aladdin, Gargoyles.
That was my shit.
Gargoyles was dope.
My shit. Yo, Gargoyles.
Shit.
Bro.
Oh, Rescue Rangers. Chip and Dale.
That's what it was.
These two gumshoes.
Chip and Dale.
Rescue Rangers. When there's danger.
Bro, if we can get the rights to all that music, we would have a lit episode. We're just going through all of the countdown.
If we get the rights to all that music, we don't need this fucking show because we getting paid.
Yeah, we getting paid. Yo,
I'll be like, last episode we get
this episode we're gonna play DuckTales on repeat. Just 3 hours. Woo, woo, woo.
I'll be up all night just sending cease and desist to everybody who put that song up on their page. Like, pay me.
Now, ponytails or cottontails? No Tailspin. But yeah, we want to thank you again.
Appreciate you.
For rocking out with us. Hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed yourself. We are going to be taking you down memory lane every chance we get on this show from now on.
Yes,
so,
sir.
From Elijah Davis.
Anthony Opher.
That's so weird to hear Anthony Opher. All right, Anthony Opher.
You can't be Elijah Davis and then me just be
Ant. You be Ant-Man. It's power. It's like you can get big and small, and then the Wasp. All right, but yeah, thank you for having us. We will see you next time.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace, love, and brostalgia.
Peace, love, and brostalgia. I love being a turtle.
Leg was window. Each day we're finding something new.
Oh yeah, that shit should be good. This battery lasted too. Is this hers or is this hers?